Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Thank you for stopping by. This story is written for advanced English learners. Ready? Let's get started. C1, C2 English Story. The King's Coronation. The coronation of Charles III and his wife Camilla is scheduled to take place on Saturday, the 6th of May 2023 at Westminster Abbey. They will be known as the King and Queen of the United Kingdom and other Commonwealth realms. Charles acceded the throne on the death of his mother, Elizabeth II. She died of old age at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. The Queen's death was publicly announced at 1830 on the 8th of September 2022. Earlier that year was the first time any British monarch had celebrated a platinum jubilee. The occasion of the Queen's state funeral was a public holiday in the UK and some Commonwealth states. After being the longest-serving monarch in waiting in British history, Charles ascended to the throne at the age of 73 on his mother's death. King Charles said of his beloved mother, "We mourn profoundly the passing of a cherished sovereign and much loved mother." In 1981, he married Lady Diana Spencer. The couple's first child, Prince William, became, at his birth, the second in line to the succession to the throne. Their second child, Henry, known as Harry, completed their family. Charles and Diana divorced in 1996. Tragically, a year later, Diana died in a car traffic accident. On 9th of April 2005, Charles married Camilla Parker Bowles, who took the title of Duchess of Cornwall. On Charles's coronation, she will be given the title of Queen. The coronation will be a solemn religious ceremony that has remained largely unchanged for over 1,000 years. It will take place at Westminster Abbey, London, and be conducted by the Archbishop of Canterbury. The monarch traditionally wears the crimson robe of state. He will be seated in the coronation chair, known as St. Edward's chair, holding the sovereign's sceptre and rod, to represent his control of the nation, and the sovereign's orb to represent the Christian world. The monarch is presented with royal ceremonial objects, such as the crown jewels. When the magnificent St. Edward's crown is physically placed on the sovereign's head, after which King Charles will change into a robe of purple velvet and wear the lighter imperial state crown for the rest of the service. The ceremony will reflect the monarch's role today. Although looking towards the future, it will be rooted in traditions and pageantry. King Charles will pledge to be defender of the faith. However, the service will represent different faiths in line with the King's wish to reflect the ethnic diversity of modern Britain. There will be a procession from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey, known as the King's Procession. After the ceremony, the King and Queen will return to Buckingham Palace in a larger procession called the Coronation Procession, which will include other members of the royal family. There will be a balcony appearance at Buckingham Palace of the working royals, including the Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Catherine, and their 3 children. Many parties are to be held to celebrate this momentous occasion, and a bank holiday has been declared. There will be gun salutes, an old tradition, which is a sign of respect and welcome. A six-gun salvo is to be fired from Horse Guards Parade for the first time in British history. The moment the king is crowned, gun salutes will be heard across the country, including on Royal Navy ships. Later, a 6-minute flypast involving members of the Army, Royal Navy, and Royal Air Force will culminate in a display by the Red Arrows over Buckingham Palace for the enjoyment of all. A wonderful end to an incredibly special occasion. Now, let's go through some of the advanced English vocabulary you might have read so far. Procession. Procession is a line of people who are all walking or travelling in the same direction, especially in a formal way, as part of a religious ceremony, or in this case, a public celebration. Profoundly. Profoundly means deeply or extremely. You can profoundly feel something. Realm. A realm is a country ruled by a king or queen. Throne. Throne. A throne is the special chair that is used by a ruler, especially a king or queen. Tragically. Tragically means sadly. Diversity. Diversity is a range of different things or people. Ethnic. Ethnic means relating or belonging to a group of people who can be seen as distinct because they have a shared culture, tradition, language, or history. Publicly. Publicly means if something is done publicly, it is done so that everyone can see, hear, and know about it. To ascend. To ascend is to rise to a position of higher rank. So King Charles is ascending to the position of king after being prince. Sovereign. Sovereign is a king or queen. Succession. Succession is a process in which someone automatically takes an official position or job after someone else. They succeed the position. Momentous. Momentous means very important because of effects on future events. Velvet. Velvet is a cloth usually made from silk or cotton with a thick, soft surface. Mourn. To mourn. To mourn is to feel or express great sadness, especially because of someone's death. We hope you enjoyed this lovely English story and the vocabulary explanations. Thank you for stopping by. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Get productive and check out our language learning productivity packs on Etsy. Use code YouTube10 for 10% off. You can find the link in the description box below. See you soon!